don't even care what. Hi, hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Um, First off, let's see if this is actually going out there. And it is. It is streaming, guys. Holy crap! So anyway, not live though. So anyway, um, I'll post this like after we're finished. So yes, it is hunter time, and we've decided to get here a little bit earlier, and we've decided to get most of the deciding things out of the way. Now, there is a problem. Last week we did a stream, but it got lost because I'm doing restream and it got lost. So yeah, I'm not in the happiest of moods over that, but it is what it is. I've had a week to get over it. In the meantime, does anybody want to give a executive summary of what happened last week? There was no combat, just certain things that were decided, certain things that happened online. Crap, we are fully live. There are people watching.
I just had Christina check. You're fully live.
Lovely. Anyway.
Oh, no, that way. That way. That man. He's good at it.
Ken, go ahead. It's all you.
Yeah, from there, we kind of split the party and went in two different directions. Kurt and myself were investigating what happened with Club Abyss. And as such, there was a reporter by the name of Celeste Navarro who had wrote several articles that I had seen in visions that I've had previously. And with that, kind of following up on her, we went to a library, found out what paper she was working for, found her most recent articles, found out that she apparently committed suicide. It all seemed mighty sus. So we went to investigate it further. We ended up meeting her brother, Elias Navarro, and he told us about their work for the Signal and more information about a club, Purgatory, about detectives that were harassing them. And it seems like her suicide was not a suicide at all. In addition, he was her photographer, and they had got some pictures and seen some things that didn't check out. Things with fangs, vampires, that sort of thing. It looks like all of her investigative journalism, their files, videos, photos, and such were confiscated from the police and disappeared. Additionally, it looked like there was another reporter that she was working with, and he seems to have disappeared as well. Sounds like he may have had some recordings squirreled away somewhere. So we're curious as to what may have been on that film, but we don't even know his name, so we don't have a whole lot to go on there. But from what we gathered, Club Abyss is deeper and worse than we thought it was. Club Purgatory is also, in much the same way, deep, big, bad, but that was destroyed, buried, turned into a parking lot. So there's a lot of dark underground dealings going on. Oh, and the police are definitely corrupt and have, I don't know, some sort of otherworldly presence within.
And on the other half of that last week, Conrad and Chivers went to visit Chivers's contacts with the Sandhill Indians at the Majestic Hotel, because it appears that Conrad and his recently resurfaced brother may be the two sentinels that we've been looking for, that are linked to this totem that has gone missing, apparently appropriated from its resting place by Chivers's employer. And the Indians were very, very pleased to meet Conrad, and were able to give us some more information to go on about hints, again, more than anything, at the purpose that and the role that Conrad has to play in the goings on in Asbury Park.
All right. So, what are you guys interested in doing now?
Beyond that, one last thing to add. We did circle back to the Stephen Crane house. There we found some a lost journal and a lost camera. The camera seemed like it was possessed by some sort of ghost. And between the journal and the, I don't know what you'd say, overexposed film, with our supernatural talents, we were able to find some more information about vampires and other such things from the 1920s. So that's something we're still kind of putting together.
Okay.
So, I mean, it was the information you got from the Sandhills Indians, wasn't it, Chivers, that directed us towards the Men of Lightning and the
That's right,
conversions
yeah.
of the ley lines?
hmm
That definitely sounds intriguing to me.
Just remember that something else that we did kind of float the idea of doing as a bit of reconnaissance was going to where Club Purgatory was, which is now a car park, to see if we can pick up on any vibes from anything still lingering in the area. But I know that was something we sort of floated the idea of doing as well.
Okay.
Uh,
So I'm not leading this. I'm just refereeing.
So I'm not sure how we would pick up on things from Club Purgatory Parking Lot Ltd. So did we want to maybe look into Mimlo Park and maybe get a tour of Edison's lab?
I think so. A little bit of light
mean,
recon before we do anything rash.
Yeah, I mean, it could definitely pose as just tourists checking the lab out during the daytime, and then, you know, if possible, if our tour guide, if it's like a free, you know, you can go on your own, you know, maybe use the site to see if we pick up anything out of the ordinary.
That's what I was
when people
thinking.
aren't looking, or if we are stuck with a tour guide like we were at the Crane House. I'm not suggesting we do the same method that we did there, where we Ken runs up, acts like he has ADHD, and distracts the tour guide.
While Chivers
But I mean,
flirt.
definitely during right, but definitely taking the tour during the daytime shouldn't raise too much suspicion. Maybe.
Yeah, and then I can wear my sunglasses.
Oh
That's
yeah,
true.
that means we don't
That
have
is
to
true.
do any of the other stuff. Yeah.
I mean,
That's
the other
useful.
way we could do this is if some of you do go in and take the tour, and then once you're in situ, as it were, then I can come in and start saying, I believe, I'm looking for my employer. He came here. I could take a photo and cause some trouble, and we'll see what happens.
I'm up for taking the tour. I think I fit the bill.
The non-threatening, slightly opulent tour guide or tourist.
I look like a
I'm
tourist.
with
Let's just say it.
No, that's very true. Yes. I can see what you mean. Which is interesting, of course, because it's Chivers who's the tourist.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I mean,
am.
we could
But
definitely-
again, if this is, sorry, carry on.
No, I was gonna say definitely we should go in different kind of groups, because it might seem strange if, you know, two Jersey guys that look like cops, a heavy set Japanese guy, and then two British dudes come rolling in as one group.
Kurt's not
Of course,
British.
not
That's
British.
not British.
I'm from Jersey.
Oh, you're from Jersey too? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So three law enforcement guys, one heavy set Japanese
No,
dude.
he's clearly white collar.
Yeah.
But
What about Jerry? Is
So it
Jerry
might
coming
have-
with us as well, or?
Of course, Jerry is.
So who wants to escort me on this tour?
I'll go with
But
you.
there's-
I got your back.
By the way, how's your hand?
Well, it's I've had another week to heal.
Yep. Next week you'll get that point, one of those points back.
Yeah, it
Oh
looks a little
yeah, I
bit
forgot
better.
about that.
Yeah, sorry, I can't help you with that one, unfortunately.
Mine's
Conrad
been a little
did.
cramped since the divorce, but
But your forearms are bigger.
Yeah, just keep working it.
Both of the forearms? Sheesh.
Couple ambidextrous, baby. Yeah, so my
okay.
arms are pretty much still wrapped up a little bit just to give them a little extra protection. But
I'll do again.
just wearing a
as-
long
I know
sleeve
this-
shirt. Yeah,
I'll keep doing every time, anytime. Just ask, and I'll redo your dressings and stuff like that, and make sure it's healing. Okay, I've taken an extra dot in medicine, so I've been reading some books.
oh cool.
So it sounds like
got some
Conrad
ointment.
and I are going to go on the tour.
Yeah, keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Okay.
I mean,
Play it out.
I mean, Kurt and
You're there.
Kurt and I could go in separate groups, or do we want to do what I was suggesting, and I'll go in and cause a bit of trouble?
I wouldn't necessarily cause
Just-
trouble, but maybe doing your general inquiry and just to see how they
Yes.
react to that.
So just to be clear, what are we looking for here?
I guess
People
with the
lightning
second sight, it'll
arcing,
pick up.
or-
Well, with the second sight, we should be able to pick up things that seem off about the place. Like, I mean, I don't know if there would be ghosts there or, evil entities or something along those lines. But, yeah, I mean, without
I just
not going to
asked
try and metagame it, but
I know we don't want to walk around with our second sight on at all times. That's just asking for trouble.
right. But even with the discern, it would give you kind of like a extra boosted second sight kind of deal.
I'm gonna go around like they live and just be like checking my glasses every couple minutes.
Have you finally seen
Oh,
that
I've
movie?
seen it a long time ago.
Oh, you have? Okay, cool.
Awesome movie.
Obey.
Yeah. The main reason why I'm playing this. Okay. Yeah, fine. You guys are hanging around. You see there's a huge grounds area. It's not like super huge, but it's pretty big and it's public. It's lightly patrolled by, unarmed security guys who work for this place. What do you call it? And actually, Chris, you recognize Johnny on the spot, Irish guy, and he's one of the security guys. And then there's the main museum area that everybody can go into.
You're like, hey, Johnny, from you were originally in Freehold, weren't you, for Securitas? It's like,
Hey, holy crap! Yeah, Conrad, what's going on?
hey man, how's this gig treating you?
Oh, it's actually doing really good. He's like, hey, Mr. Bob, this guy's that's another Johnny on the spot company from Jersey. What do you call it? He's like, yeah, this guy actually this guy was my mentor when he was doing my training when I was learning security. Bob, you could tell, is a grouchy old bastard like Jerry over to your your side. He's like, oh, really? You needed a lot of training for this job? And he just kind of meanders off. Johnny's like, yeah, already then. So how you doing, man?
Well, I'm doing okay. I'm over at the convention hall in Asbury right now. That's a permanent post.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we got beat up
Oh,
pretty
wow.
bad during
Wow,
the storm.
Yeah. That's cool. You got a permanent post though. Holy crap. Yeah, it's annoying. Like, seems like every time you look around, you're getting reshuffled someplace else. But no, they're actually cool with me staying here. I got my I'm going to school right now for engineering. So yeah, they like me here because I can answer some questions.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, are you a
Or
tour
yeah,
guide?
so are you?
Not a tour guide, but I can help you with some of the things, and tell you where some of the things are.
Cool.
So
Like,
do you
what's the
got-
coolest
what's
thing
the-
here?
s- so I've never actually been to this place. So I'm just going to name something not a Tesla coil because that would be really bad. But no, actually, he's got some of his original stuff. Oh, you know what? Just going off of Thomas Edison's history. Actually, the X-ray machine that Madame Curie sent over to Thomas Edison, where Edison actually almost went blind trying to use because didn't realize that X-rays could actually cause skin cancer and blindness and all sorts of things like that.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's so
What
cool.
about
I'm glad I brought my protective glasses.
that's yeah. You won't need them. The
We're
machine's not on, but you can look in there and literally look through the lenses that Thomas Edison himself
That's
was
so
looking through.
cool.
Yeah, I'm interested in his prototypes for the moving pictures designs that he created.
Nice. Yeah, actually, they have them there also. I mean, they're behind glass, but there's actually a workable facsimile right outside of it. You can check it out. It's
Yeah,
really
I've been
cool.
studying a lot of science and
All right.
spectrography and stuff lately. So, like, the idea of X-rays and different wavelengths is really cool.
Oh, wow,
Now,
nice. Yeah,
also,
it's really cool.
now, Johnny, how long have you worked here?
I've been here for almost 6 months now.
Okay. Are there any like so that's like the generally well-known stuff that Edison was into, but I also read somewhere that he also delved into being able to see the ghosts. He was actually trying to make a spectrometer. So I was just wondering if that's any part of the museum where it's like his paranormal interests uh were there. Something that we could check out.
Yeah, actually, it's funny that is here. You could find that inside. It's funny. There was actually a group of they called them foreign exchange students, but I don't know. They even though they didn't talk, they looked like they were from here. But whatever. And they were actually around for a while back when I first got here.
Like old money?
Uh, probably. Honestly, you know what? Might have been. They dressed like like old tweed suits.
Kind of snuffy.
They were dressed. It almost looked like that. It's funny, but they were young, so I don't know. It almost looked like they were cosplaying. But I was told to actually keep it really serious around them. I was afraid I was going to lose my job. But apparently they're like shareholders or something. I don't know. It's really
I've heard
weird.
that sort of
Oh
thing
wow.
before, that some of like the rich elite, like their grandchildren, they don't have the money, but it's like inherited, and they throw around some like, big boss energy, and like maybe it was some of those folks.
Maybe I don't know. Like I said, they didn't really talk much. They had a representative, which was interesting.
Did he seem like a tour guide or something?
Like a private tour guide, but more like he was a teacher who had just been here a lot. But I haven't ever
Did
seen
he
him
have a
again.
British accent?
No,
Oh,
he did
okay.
not.
Well, can you could direct us over to that section where the moving pictures prototype was at, and maybe what they were looking at, just to see if it's similar to what we're looking for.
So I don't usually go inside, and they were inside for a little while. Um, so it's interesting. They were only here for 2 days. When they were here the first day, they were inside, and the museum was shut down to the public, and only they were allowed to go in. But what do you call it? After that, we actually saw them hanging around the grounds for a while, and they actually seemed more interested in the electric shed more than anything else.
What's that?
It's where the power grid is, the fuse boxes, stuff
Oh,
like that.
So, oh, okay, so that's not part of the regular tour, then I'm guessing.
No, I guess they were just trying to, figure out how everything worked. I don't know. It was weird. Like I said, wasn't really allowed to go near them.
I'm assuming part of his actual the real lab that he worked in is part of the tour, though.
Oh
Just
yeah,
curious. Okay.
absolutely. Yeah, you can check out all that good stuff, man.
Hey,
Okay.
is there a
Well,
tour guide here that is like the most relaxed, kind of cool, friendly one that like who would you recommend if we were to have a tour guide? Or do you just kind of do it yourself?
Like I said, not a tour guide, but I don't know, Ralph or Rebecca are inside, and they're both really good.
I think we should go with Rebecca.
He starts to be a little bit annoyed by Ken. You can see his body language shifting. Ken probably wouldn't notice, but everybody else notices.
I'll allow it.
So, well, amen. You're doing an awesome job. It's great to see you again. Thanks for answering my questions. Once the tour's over, we'll come back this way and shoot to catch up a little bit more.
Oh, that'd be cool, man. Yeah, there's a hot dog cart over there. We go grab lunch or something, you know?
Nice. You said Rebecca or Ralph, right? They're the ones that ask for.
Yeah, they're inside. They're the only ones there.
All right, thanks, dude.
Later. Oh boy.
All right, so powwow with me and Mr. Ken.
Yeah,
So Rebecca or Ralph, which one you want to?
Rebecca.
Not judging.
Do you think she'll be cute?
Probably cuter than Ralph.
Yep, that's true. That's true.
And yet, that's not necessarily guaranteed.
We need to channel Dr. O.
But Ken,
Where's Dr. O when you need him?
First name O, last name Face.
Yeah.
More than
Yeah, I'm
once.
interested in. So I'm definitely interested in the moving pictures thing, because it's of the right time period to see if, because then I can use my sight when I'm looking through it, because it has the goggles that actually cover your face, and you're cranking the wheel as it moves the plates around inside. And if the thing I mentioned about him being interested in the ghosts was actually real too. So I'd be interested in seeing that. If you know, and then obviously in his lab, if there's a way for maybe with the sunglasses, you can pick up anything in the actual lab. Maybe we see an image of him, which might be interesting.
Yeah, and I'll be wearing my sunglasses kind of on my forehead and just letting them slip down every now and then be like, oh,
Okay.
Okay, we'll look for Miss
Okay.
Rebecca.
So, yeah. Okay. Rebecca's. Hey. What's going on?
are you
Hey,
Rebecca?
Johnny in the front.
I
We
am.
heard you're the best tour guide. Don't tell Ralph.
Oh. Okay. Ralph is standing right next to her, looking at you like, what the fuck?
Do you mind showing us around?
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be whatever the price is.
Oh, absolutely. And I'll like pull out a 50.
All right, cool. So pay for
Mhm.
the tickets. I forget how much they're supposed to be, but I looked and that was like
And I'll
weeks
be
ago,
like,
though.
yeah, keep
Anyway.
the change.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure?
I mean, it's not every day that you get to see this kind of stuff. It's really cool.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Ralph kind of looks and he's just like turns away and pretends he's not seeing anything.
I'd look at Conrad and go,
Okay. Are you guys following in also? Shivers, Jerry,
I've
and
been
Kurt?
with them.
Okay, they're the only two talking, and you guys are just like, you know. Shivers, Kurt, you're also there?
I'm not there. I'm going to turn up separately later. Let these guys do their thing, and I'm going to come in
Okay.
on my own. I mean, obviously, it's up to Kurt whether you want to go with these guys or come with me.
No, I'll go with Chivers. I'll go in with Chivers
Okay.
so that we don't all arrive at once.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Well, Chris is obviously busy. So, oh God, Ken is leading
No, I'm
this
here.
party
Just
now.
I'm starting to have weird connection issues.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. Me and my Uncle
Thank God.
Jerry will
I
take
mean,
care of this.
I like
Oh,
that. I like
jeez.
that.
Yeah.
Uncle
I'm still
Jerry.
here. I'm just trying to figure out what was interfering with the connection because I'm on the laptop.
Mhm.
Did I cut it?
Okay.
All right.
So what do you
So
guys
So
where do you want to go
Rebecca,
check out first?
we heard there's lots of cool stuff here, like Edison's lab, something he was doing
Mhm.
with X-rays, like spectrography, and I'll do the glasses thing. I'll be like, oop. And
Okay.
like we just kind of want to see all the stuff. And then Conrad, my buddy here, he was saying that he heard Thomas Edison might have tried to like look for ghosts. And I say it in this like hush secretive kind of voice. If there's something like that, that would be really cool. And then like
Mhm.
moving pictures. I don't know. Does that all sound like stuff we could see today?
Here, let me try and pretend I'm Rebecca. Yes.
It's so realistic.
She's perky.
Don't ever do that ever again.
So perky.
Went to
Oh, jeez.
Brookdale.
Freaking Jerry over here is getting turned on.
Has she gotten
For
perkier
record.
since Ken started showing so much?
Oh yes. Oh yes. So she's like, yeah, here. We could walk along the tour and I'll show you all of these things. Is there anything specific you guys are looking for? Because I am not actually a tour guide. I've never been a tour guide. I do not know how to be a tour guide.
I would say we just go whatever layout seems naturally, since we
Mm-hmm.
don't know what the layout is. Let's start with the X-ray sort of stuff.
Sure. What do you want to do there?
What does it like? What do we see on display? Like, what's there? Is it like just a big machine? Do we get to like look through a microscope or something?
So the machine it had the two lenses. If I remember correctly, they were square, but I could be wrong. And you just look through them and actually, this is how he would take the X-ray pictures in order to actually photograph them. Originally, they were without, but I think Madame Curie asked him to help her out to actually be able to take the pictures and keep the pictures. So anyway,
So-
yeah, that.
I guess in that room, I would like wear my glasses for a second, kind of look around, see if I see anything that jumps out at me.
Okay. So far, yeah, you're not seeing anything spooky, anything freaky, anything unnatural.
And then I would probably take off my glasses, activate my second sight, look around the room with that, as well as look through the lenses with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nothing. Not really. I almost feel like you're looking for something, or are you just looking for anything?
I'm
'Cause I
looking
don't-
for anything because
Yeah,
I
I
don't, know
don't
what I'm
have a.
looking for.
Yeah, I don't really have an anything for
Sure.
you. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay.
No, that's
I-
fair.
okay. Cool.
And I'll be like, Jerry, you got to see this. And I'll point towards the lenses.
What you got? What do you got? What am I looking at?
Oh, just look through the lenses. It's really neat the way they kind of move up and down.
Stick my head down and look through the lenses.
It's like an X-ray.
Yeah. It's
It's like an X-ray.
weird amount of radiation stuff.
Yeah. So it's not funk, but yeah.
Are we gonna get cancer from this thing?
I hope not.
Only the good kind.
So we don't really pick up on anything here. So I think we would kind of move on to the next area, maybe the motion picture area that Conrad was talking about.
Well, I do love
Yeah,
the
the idea. Can you guys hear me?
Like a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like a robot.
Here, just in general, some of these some of the walls seem to whisper forgotten tongues or echo personal memories of you guys. Some surfaces vibrate. Like all you guys have your different things. Some architecture of the building itself, not the architecture, but some of the areas just feel wrong. They don't feel proper. There's certain flickers of like alternate timelines or possibilities every time you look through something. Um,
When you
Again, this
say,
is all just with your discern on. If you're not using discern, you don't see any of this stuff. So it's probably just Ken with the glasses. Sometimes shadows don't quite seem to obey light the same way as others. You know what I'm saying?
So it seems like there's just things that are somewhat off.
Yeah.
I think next I would try to get Rebecca to bring us to the area where it sounds like the young elite were, just to see. I forget what exactly it was they were looking at inside, but
Oof. Okay. So you bring that up.
I don't think I'd say to her, "Hey, bring us where the
Oh,
vampires
so what do
were."
you
But
say?
I think I'd say,
You
well,
said young elite.
so out of character, what was the thing that these people were looking at inside?
He didn't know.
Yeah, am I still robotic?
No,
No.
you're not.
Okay, all right, cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
the main
Conrad, why
thing
don't you take over?
the main thing, sorry. The main thing they were looking
Don't
at
worry.
was the like where the power console conduits were for the building and shit outside, not
Yes,
anything
that was
necessarily
outside.
inside the building. And that was like
Okay.
off limits, he told us.
Yeah, so you have certain eidetic memory features about your character, right, Ken? So I'll
Yes.
let you get away with not having asked that. And you have the benefit of knowing that that was going to trigger something.
Yeah, I just didn't say that I didn't remember exactly what it was.
So you will not have asked Rebecca what was what was happening.
Rebecca, can you
Oh,
take
Jerry,
us?
stop licking your lips. It's really creepy.
Rebecca, can you take us to anything more like spooky or spiritual, like something maybe ghosty that Edison had?
Oh yeah, all of his ghost stuff. Okay, you're boring the fuck out of me. Kurt Jivers, next.
Okay.
And you're all dead.
So I will have with me, certainly I'll have a photo of my employer. I'm assuming you're accompanying me as my solicitor,
That'll do.
just to make sure I don't do anything
It's funny when
illegal.
you two are together. I have to remember that in character, Shivers actually sounds like Max, but Kurt does not sound like Sam.
No.
Yeah, that's why I got confused. I forgot he's supposed to be from Jersey.
I know. Same.
I suppose then we'll take your car, shall we?
Oh, of course.
What
Shouldn't
do
be
you
a
guys want
problem.
to do?
I'll let you lead,
Drive up-
Chivers.
Okay, so yeah, we'll drive up to the building, park in the parking lot, and go in.
Mhm.
So is it just where Rebecca and Ralph are, or is there
Yeah,
an
now it's
actual
just
front
Ralph.
desk? Just Ralph. Good afternoon.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Oh, very well, thank you. Hopefully, you'll be able to assist us. My name is Chivers. As you can probably tell, I'm not from around these parts. I was hoping to speak to whoever oversees or runs the establishment.
Oh, I guess there's the website that you could the contact us section. I guess you could
So
be brought to that.
but there's nobody actually on site physically here that we could speak to.
There's nobody who. It's not a protocol. I mean, like the best it would be like a complaint department, which would go up through the ranks. What maybe I can help you more specifically?
We're not here
Of course,
to complain.
Yeah, okay.
But hopefully you can. Sorry, what was your name, please?
My name's Ralph. You can actually see it on his name tag.
Ralph.
Oh, Mick, shut up a face. Yeah,
Ralph
And I'll-
Cramden.
Cramden,
kind of
Ralph
hot-
Cramden.
Ralph Cramden. I'll kind of half turn to Kurt. Best make a note of that.
Ralph Wiggum.
Oh, jeez. What?
Well, as I say, my name is Chivers. I have
He
reason
seems to
believe
straighten
that,
up a little bit.
I have reason to believe that my employer was had an arrangement with the people that runs this facility, and my employer has since disappeared.
Oh, okay. I don't know what to say. Did you file a police report, maybe?
I have filed a report with the police, but unfortunately, it would appear that the law enforcement in your country are as ineffectual as the ones in my own.
Oh,
Hence
Okay.
why I'm having to take matters into my own hands.
so what can
I'll pull
I
out a
help you
picture.
with?
I'll show a picture. So I'll take out a picture. This is my employer. His name is Professor James Newton Smythe. He is Emeritus Professor of Antiquities at Oxford University.
Oh, okay.
He
Oh,
was
interesting.
here on a buying trip, and he's not been seen for approximately 3 weeks. I had heard that he had been in contact with the people who run your facilities, hence why my inquiry.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. My manager usually in on Tuesdays. Today's Friday.
Well, do you have a number for your manager that maybe we could contact them?
Yeah, I could give you the phone number to her desk. Writes
Or
down.
it may be more,
Sure.
or it would maybe be better if you actually were to call while we were here. Then I can speak to her myself. It would seem far more
Oh, so
a far
this,
less abrupt introduction than me calling cold.
you notice a little bit of shock at the intrusiveness there, and if you have had experience with Americans, do not like that. So and it would be worse here in Canada. But anyway, so he goes, oh, okay, so unfortunately she's only in on Tuesdays. It's just a small museum with stuff like that. I mean, there's not a lot going on here, but so if I called, I would literally just be leaving a message, and he passes you the paper. You're free to call and leave a message yourself, or she's likely to answer the phone on Tuesdays.
I see. And of course, you would be quite happy for me to mention you as a point of introduction.
Sure. My name's Ralph Cramden, and yeah, I was here today.
Very well. This is the number for the Majestic Hotel. I will leave you this picture. Please, if you could display it in a public area where any of the other people who work here or frequent this establishment may see it. If anybody has information, you can reach me there.
Okay. He starts kind of looking around, like where he would put it.
Anything else? And I'll turn to Kurt. Anything else?
Oh, I think that covers most avenues. I'm assuming that you don't actually recall this individual at all yourself, Mr.
Okay,
Cramden.
Sam, I'm sorry. We're role playing now. You're going to have to do an American accent.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
Technically, he has got an American accent. It's just been watered down over decades.
Yes, it's a bit of a monstrosity. My accent
Come
doesn't
on.
fit where I am.
Come on. Do it like in the Matthew Broderick Godzilla, where the one guy, what's his name? The guy who played Leon, the
Gene
professional?
Reno.
John Reno. Yeah. Yeah. It was like, all right. How you doing?
Come on,
the
buddy. Hey, buddy.
All right. Okay. I think that pretty much covers everything. As long as nobody recalls seeing him around, I don't think there's much else that we can do. would it be all right if we moved through, took a few observations ourselves?
Of
course, we'll
yeah,
be paying a ticket.
yeah. I was just gonna say, it's like, oh yeah, absolutely. Then, and he points to the prices and mentions the prices to you, and yeah,
I
can
know
walk
it's a
with
bit of a long shot, Shivers, but if we follow in his footsteps, perhaps something might become apparent.
Absolutely. What a splendid idea.
Okay.
And we'll pay for a couple of tickets. We're just free to move through. We don't have to have a guide, do we?
Yeah, you could see security kind of walking around a little bit. Yeah, so you
Okay.
know that it's okay to walk around.
So as we walk away, I'll just across the desk. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kurt, not Shivers, Kurt will see that he takes the paper and the picture and just kind of sticks it under the front counter desk.
You really do need to display that somewhere prominently, sir.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna give it to my my boss, and she'll determine where she would put it. I really don't have authority to hang it.
But
Right.
if nobody else here is in charge, then surely you do have the authority, Mr. Ruff.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know where I would put it. He puts it up on
Maybe if you have
he just kind of puts it on the desk, and with your phone number kind of sticking out the bottom, and just kind of like,
possibly if you have a staff area.
a what?
Shall we go?
Oh,
A
okay.
staff area, a canteen, possibly.
Oh, yeah, okay. You know what? I can. It's probably, yeah. Okay, I'll probably put it back there. Thanks.
Come on, Shivers. Time to let this man get on with his day.
This poor kid.
And thank you to you. And we'll walk off.
Kurt,
I
on your
do
way
have
out, you
cultural
kind of noticeably goes,
Yeah, I kind of figured.
I do have cultural snob as a flaw, so
and it fits. A lot of role playing in this one. A lot of role playing. All right. All right. So, what in general do all of you guys want to do? Is there anything specific?
Checking out the ghost gear,
Yeah,
meeting up with these
museum's not
guys,
very-
finding out what they found.
Yeah, the museum is not very big. The gift shop is mostly like little things, like a couple of books, some gadgets, some magnets, whatever,
keep an eye out for any areas
Well, we were walking.
that are marked staff only. Because
Oh, you find a staff only area.
okay, I'm just looking for any doors that might lead to somewhere else that we may
There's
want
just
to come
that
back
door
and
itself.
investigate.
There's
Just the
just
one
that
door
door
itself.
itself
Okay.
that says staff only.
Mhm.
There's a lock on it, for what it's worth.
Any what's the security system look like in this building? Like cameras,
Yeah, there's a couple of
alarms.
the cameras with the shell over top, so you can't actually see where they're going unless you're staring at them, because they're a little tinted. And then aside from that, there's an alarm system that you noticed when you first came in. You would have absolutely noticed that. And then just you notice there's 2 security guards inside, like there were 2 outside.
And like you had mentioned in the beginning, they're not armed. They're just regular security stooges. Hmm.
Right? Did
I
you
suppose
get?
if we happen,
Any
I was going to say, I suppose if we happen to cross paths with these guys, we'll just give the kind of friendly nod, like people
Yeah.
just going.
So
past
these 2
exploring the
don't seem
museum.
to know anything that's going on. The security guards don't seem to know a lot of what's going on. It doesn't seem like anybody really has whatever it is that you're looking for. Like, you're looking for something to jump out at you, and I'm just going to cut the game here and say
Mhm.
nothing is going to happen by just hoping that something's going to happen.
So,
No,
so it's
Yeah,
time
that's
for
all.
us to cut out of here and go to the next spot.
Before we leave, so there's they were interested in the electrical shed, the where all of the mains stuff came from. I mean, it's just an electrical shed. Is it far away from the workshop, or is it?
It's actually attached to the building,
Right. Okay. So it's
but on the outside,
like an
yeah.
outhouse kind of thing. Right.
Yeah, attached to the building, but yeah, an outhouse wouldn't be attached. But
Yeah.
I think I understand what you're saying. Yes.
I mean, if there's
Right.
nothing here, guys, you know, we're not.
But it's
filming.
not. It's not like a part of the museum. We can't sort of visit it.
Well, it's outside, and you guys have, even without tickets, you have access to the grounds.
Okay.
Like there's a park, like I was saying, that people go and have a picnic in, or just sit on a bench or walk around. It's like I said, it's not huge, but it's not small either.
Okay.
It's the mama bear.
Shall we go and have a look in the powerhouse then?
No,
check out the
no, it's
electric shed.
Goldilocks. It's Goldilocks. Too
Goldilocks.
big, too small, just right. Yeah, so Goldilocks.
Yeah, I'm for checking out the electrical shed and sniffing around that, since that's where
Okay.
the
Ken,
the
with your
other tour
glasses
was.
down, you could tell that there's a lot of activity in here that especially doesn't seem right. Chris, you smell with your senses, right?
Mhm.
Okay, oil and
Yep.
ozone. You smell a lot
Ooh.
when you walk into here. Yeah. I know that's something you were specifically looking for. Some of the, like the boxes, excuse me, there's a portion that actually seems like, with discern, with the glasses, excuse me, geez. It actually looks like the fuse box is actually fused into the wall itself, which is particularly odd. When you take the glasses off, normal. It's attached. But when it's on, it looks like it's fused into it.
Okay, that's interesting.
I'd relay that to everyone.
And who
else.
has the sound? Yeah. Who has the sound? The hearing?
I must admit, I can't remember, but I don't think
Okay.
it was me.
Nobody hears anything. Okay. Nobody hears anything. Go on.
So apart from the junction box or the fuse box, everything else in here seems relatively on the normal and up and up.
For the most part, yeah. But again, with discern, clearly not. There's been a lot of movement through here.
Any movement going to, like, how big is the room? Is it only like big enough for us to kind of be in it, or?
Yes, but it's hard for you guys to actually fit in there.
Is there any kind of hatch, trapdoor, sewer grate, anything that
Not
leads
that
down?
You can just see, no sewer grates. Nothing that you can see.
Nothing that we can. Okay.
Nothing we can see with. But what?
So, Conrad, you can smell things, can't you?
Yes. When I activate my second sight, I guess I can try and bloodhound it.
This is what I'm wondering. Even if you get like fresh air or dank air, maybe, or something that we can smell that might direct us where we need to be looking.
Yeah,
follow the ozone smell.
Yes, exactly. You smell it in or behind the fuse panel, the fuse box.
Nobody looking at us? Let's have a proper look at this fuse box.
Nobody yet. And you guys have closed the door behind you. It probably shouldn't have even been opened, but yeah. And again, you guys don't have a lot of room in there, but yeah. So Conrad starts jiggling the fuse box, and it seems to push in. And it pushes in unnaturally far. This isn't right. And you're like, it's very confusing, except to Ken, who's got his glasses down, who actually sees it's being pushed into the wall itself. And now there's a new passageway that does go down to the left. And everybody could see the passageway going down, but it just, for some reason, it just does not make sense to the rest of you.
Yeah, something doing 5-dimensional stuff when there's only 4 dimensions to look at. Well,
I guess I'm going first.
Time.
I think that would still be
Alright.
the fifth dimension, but yeah, no, we only see in three
Yeah,
dimensions.
true. Sorry, I was being facetious.
No worries.
So who's going first?
You know what? Too much science talk. I need to get out of that. Nope, I'm just a regular
I
guy.
guess I'm going
just chilling
first
out.
since I guess I'm going first because I pushed open the TARDIS door here.
Sure. Right behind you.
Get my mag light out just in case I
Yeah,
need
I
it.
need you because you. Yeah,
I'll go right behind them, I suppose, because at least
yeah. I
at least
keep trying to follow my
everyone's
nose
around
and
me in
see if
case I need to
there's,
defend.
Through the wardrobe.
Yeah, I keep following my nose if I'm still smelling ozone, like a definite scent to follow.
Okay, you guys start walking downstairs, and it turns. You reach the bottom of the stairs. It's only one level, and it turns sharp right, and there's a door there, but it's already open. And what do you call it? You start walking in. I guess you don't really need security after you've got that, right? So you just go walking in, and it's just a room. It's a mix of scientific clutter, blueprints, a bunch of strange machines. You have no clue what the hell any of this stuff is about. There's some computers. They're actually on. They're showing some like some are cycling through something, like maybe there are tests being done, or it's an observation of something. You have no idea what this stuff is. But yeah, and then that's there's another door to the side, and then there's another door over here that actually has buttons on it. It actually looks like it's an elevator.
Could
Ah.
how long does it look like it's been since somebody's been here? Like, is it heavy
Hold
dust?
on a second.
You would be able to figure this out. It looks like there's a couple of weeks dust here, if not maybe 2 months of
Like,
dust.
I'm talking like on the desks, tables, everything, computer, keyboards,
Yes,
all of it, huh? Okay.
everything. Yes, the whole freaking place.
Okay.
Yes,
Not anymore. There's not.
So,
no footprints. Yeah, with less dust on them. Yes.
nope, just being thorough.
Oh, guys, please be patient with me. I don't know what's going on. I actually feel really impatient tonight for some reason. I'm not sure why. So I'm just realizing I'm snapping sometimes. I'm just letting you know it's my fault. You probably realize that, but I don't know what's wrong. But just please be patient
Just
with me.
settle down there, Beavis.
No more sugar. No more coffee and sugar for you.
Thank God I don't have caffeine. I know I'd be jittering right now. Yeah, something's not right. But anyway, go on.
I'll go over to the blueprints on the desk. Is there anything that looks like the just familiar, like anything that might look like Asbury Park or
No maps. Good. I see what you're doing. No maps, but schematics and designs for. You're imagining it's some kind of electrical device. You have zero clue what the hell this could be about.
I'll be looking.
Ken, when you look at it, you're seeing that it looks like it's like they're building a door.
Like some sort of teleportation type door?
Possibly, because it doesn't look like a door regularly, but it looks like it's somehow a door. That's the only thing you can resonate out of this.
Between like my technology and science and different things, could I try to understand it a little bit?
If you'd like to make a roll, yeah, go ahead.
Would that be like intelligence science, intelligence technology?
Whatever you want it to be. Whatever you want it to be. Whatever is going to give you your best chance at getting what your desired
Well, in that
results.
case, I will spend a willpower for a success as well.
Damn. Okay.
Let's see. That would be 1, 2, 3 successes.
One volunteer who would like to help him out.
Got intelligence of 4.
I'll help you.
Okay.
I've got intelligence of 4, and I've got technology. Would that help? I've got a dot in technology.
Yeah,
Okay.
Chivers might be better because I don't have any dots in computers or anything. So
Done.
And if there's anything here that I might have recognized before, then hopefully my elephantine memory.
Not interested. Tell me exactly how many successes you guys both have altogether.
I'm just asking if mine explode or not, because I've got elephantine memory.
I see.
Doesn't matter anyway. I didn't get any tens, but I did get 3 successes.
So that's 6.
And 6 total. Okay. You're able to see that this is a device that you're able to build and put together. They're trying to make it so that it's portable, whatever this thing is. Something that you'd possibly be able to fit into a briefcase or a backpack. They're not sure what they can try and do, but that's the aim that they're trying for. And so that it can actually go someplace else. Someplace that's not measured in distance.
A portable portal.
Is there anything in here that seems to match any of the things that are in the schematics? I mean, does it appear that this thing has been built here?
Could have been anything.
With that in
Literally.
With that in mind, looking at the computer screens and how they're cycling through images and such, do we get the idea that one of these screens may be monitoring such a location?
Where that place is supposed to go to, probably
Okay.
not. Because all of these places would be something that would have to do with distance. They are all terrestrial, if that's what, the best word would be.
I suppose if we are looking around generally, I will keep my eyes open for anything that I might recognize that belonged to my employer.
I'm curious.
Good idea. So far,
Can we tell-
nothing. What's up?
This elevator that you spoke of, can we? Is it like a modern elevator or an older style one?
Oh, very old.
So, am I able to tell how deep this thing goes?
Up or down?
But
Goes down.
it does that mark?
Yeah, there's only one button on it. Say again. No, there's no. Oh, I see what you're saying. You know what? Yeah, I'll give that to you. You see that there is one level between where you are and where you're going. So it's either here or
I
there.
gotcha.
Nice. Nice. Okay, I'll give you that.
So
Is it one of those old ones with the gate that you have to pull across and then open up to get inside?
No, it actually looks like you'd figure, right? No, this actually looks like one that a doorman would actually use.
Okay.
All right. Just make sure I'm not being confused. Besides the elevator, you said there was another door?
There is another door that goes to you go in there and it's not more of the same, it's less than, but it's mostly just like storage and you're seeing a whole bunch of parts.
Right.
What's the highest technology point that anybody has?
I have one.
You have one? You both have one? These all look like they'd be normal, mundane electrical parts. You're not exactly sure what they all are. This one looks like it might be an attenuator. This is definitely a handful of diodes, right? This, a whole bunch of various kinds of capacitors. Some of these are, I don't know, an IC chip, I guess. I don't know. There's got a bunch of spider legs on it, so it could be anything to you. You guys just don't have enough tech to understand what they all are.
Right.
If it comes up, and I'll just let you know in case it affects anything. I know it doesn't for this, but I do have 2 in science as well.
Gotcha. Okay,
Me
good
too.
to know.
Hey.
Jeez. Stop copying off of each
Look at
other's
the big-
tests.
look at the big brain on Brad.
Oh, that's not good when you say that. You're one what away from an ass whooping.
Well, gentlemen, do we descend?
Say what again?
I'm ready to go down.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes, it would be a shame not to take
Boogie.
advantage of this opportunity.
Agreed.
Okay. You guys open up the door and you go in it and Who's going to push the button?
I'll
I'll
do
push
it.
the button.
Fuck.
Uh,
No, I push the
Frickin'
button.
Jerry. Jerry's pushing the button.
Like,
Um, you can take 1 point of electrical
me?
damage. Yes.
no,
yeah,
Trent
Jerry,
wanted
you.
to push the button.
Anyway.
Oh, I see. That's how it is it?
It's like you were supposed to push. He's like, ow, ow, ow. Shock each time. Zzz, zzz. Okay. The elevator will go down, and it opens up, and this looks like, quote unquote, the real lab. So there's nobody in here either. You go walking in, and you will see some scientific things, but mostly engineering things. That just seems to be the motif here, that this is more about, excuse me, engineering stuff. You'll actually see with 1 dot of engineering or technology, there's a bunch of power generators here, some sine wave, specifically for sine wave detection, frequency analyzers, spectrographs. Find all the basic equipment that you'd expect, and then you find some things that you are not familiar with. You actually see some one big machine that has the reel-to-reel tape on it, and it's click moving, click stop moving, click stop move, like that. You're expecting MODOK at any moment to show up from Captain America Winter Soldier. Oh God, Jared, put your arms down. The war's over.
I was gonna say, is there a Whopper in the middle of the room where that wants to play chess with
A
us?
Whopper?
Yeah, from War Games.
Oh,
That was the name of the computer
Yeah.
system.
It was called a
Yeah.
Whopper. That's funny.
Yeah, it was WOPR. It was like World something.
It's been
blah,
so
blah,
long.
blah,
Matthew Broderick,
remote-
right?
I forget.
yeah.
Mhm.
So long
Do
since I see
you
that.
want
Would you
to
like
play
to?
a game?
There you go. There's his American accent.
It's like, why is Enola Zola or whatever
Arnim
appear on a
Sola
computer
as
screen?
MODOK.
Yeah. Hail Hydra.
Again, same as I said upstairs, I'll scout around, seeing if I can spot anything that may have belonged to my employer.
There's nothing. There is a door that
Okay.
leads out of here, and down it you actually hear chink 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 chink
So like a telegraph machine
something.
doing Morse code.
What, through on the other side of the door?
There's a corridor.
Much further down, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Or
Let's give this place a good once over. I think,
Over
and
time, you're
then-
realizing that it's getting closer.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my
discern.
foresight.
Discern. Yeah.
What do you want to do with your foresight, Ken?
Well, first I need to roll to see how many foresights I get.
True.
So
Okay.
I'm going to activate the foresight and bid some conviction. So let's see, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
So you get 5 of these. Okay. So what do you want to do?
My initial foresight that I want to do is I want to turn towards the noise and run towards it and see what happens.
Damn.
It's a
You
golem.
see a little. It's like about the size of a cat. Looks like a brain inside of a jar with spider legs, and it's actually walking on the side of the wall, and it's walking towards the room. And as you go running down there, it jumps at you.
So, if I understand correctly, I went through a door, ran down a hall, and experienced this.
Yes.
So what I will do is I will see that vision and be like, nope. And I will shut the door and be like, guys, there's some sort of spider brain out there. I don't know if we want to go down that way.
A what in the where now?
click, click, click through the door.
Okay.
It's a damn brain in a jar. That's it.
It's a Krang brain, guys.
You try.
In Ninja Turtles.
Owl looks vaguely confused by that. I do not know what you're talking about, sir.
You trumps, man. You trumps.
Nor do you want to know, Chivers.
So it's some sort of technological abomination that needs to be.
I don't know if it
purged.
needs to be purged.
Is what you're saying.
Technically, it could be an asset, but if we go towards it, it's going to attack.
You want a pet brain in the jar?
I would
Say, how's a brain in a
is
jar a good
Okay.
thing?
I mean,
I would say if it's not in its host
Makes it
body,
into a World of Warcraft pet.
it might have untold knowledge, but
It's a brain in a jar. How much exploring has it done?
Right.
It hasn't lived a whole lot of life.
Could have been so much.
He's like, well, I went to the beach once, and I went. What
All right.
say you,
Is this
Jared?
sound still getting closer,
The,
DM?
I don't know. I don't have any lose.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Brother.
Pull out my spear tip. Get ready. Are we going to do? We going to fight this, or are we going to? What are we going to do here, gentlemen? We don't have much time to decide.
I mean, you all could prepare yourselves, then I could fling open the door.
I want to fight something. I'm going to turn around and activate my wrench.
and I will activate
Yeah,
my
well,
ward.
Yeah, is there?
Most-
I'm trying to think what would be a good thing to heft as a club in this. Anything in this room that could be improvised
gonna-
as a club?
I'm going to,
Yeah. You actually find a nice torque wrench.
Okay.
as I'm sitting there, I'm going to pretend like I'm tapping this thing on my hand. I'm going to say, that brain in the jar doesn't want to meet my monkey wrench. I'm trying to sing it like Foo Fighter styles. Lord up, Paul.
Yeah, let's keep it that way.
Does the door open into our room or into the hall?
The door in your room, it opens up into the hallway, the thing you
Okay.
just closed. And the only other exit would
Yeah,
be
I
to
was
the
just
elevator.
wondering if it swings in or out. Okay.
Slides.
Oh, okay. That solves that.
Yeah, there's no locking mechanism on it, but it does slide.
I was hoping it's both ways, but okay.
All right.
I'm just going to roll for my. I'm
So-
going to roll for my ward, and I'm going to gamble a dot of conviction as well.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently I didn't know anything
Seven.
about the gambling stuff.
Yeah, I didn't either for a while.
I still don't really grasp.
I was like, oh,
Three
yeah.
successes on my ward.
You gamble conviction on your edge rolls, especially on something like yours, where you're just charging something to hit something with it. And then if you succeed, then you get that conviction back and then some.
Add an extra. Yeah.
And that's how you eventually increase your powers, your edges. All right. So and you guys can talk about
Yeah.
that stuff after
Yeah.
after on the Discord. Okay, so you set up your ward. Cool.
And with everyone in position, I'm going to use my next foresight to pop open the door and see what happens.
Okay, you pop open the door and it stops and goes like, like this, and then tries to jump, but then bounces off of the ward and breaks on the ground.
So
That's
I'll go
two.
ahead and just do that.
Okay. Boom. It's broken on the ground.
Is
Okay,
it like leaking
next.
fluid or anything? Or
It's actually broken. Yeah, with the glass broken open, it's useless at this point.
Okay, that was a little anticlimactic.
We did it, guys. Let's see what's down the hall.
Yeah, we might as well since we've come this far.
absolutely.
Okay. Okay. What are you doing with that ward?
I'll keep it up. It's up for the scene. So
Cool. you start hearing more noises.
I will activate discern and gamble a conviction on it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes on that, which
Thank you. Okay, so since okay, you do that, and so you start seeing 3 more spiders coming from down the hallway, and they're marching, and then they kind of bump into the ward. The problem is you're hearing them from above you too, and on the sides, and all these vents that are there start popping open, and there are now 6 of them in the room with you right now.
okay, crap.
Shit. It's alertness plus perception or wits?
Wits
Wits.
plus alertness.
Okay.
Difficulty 4.
I got 3.
Only got 1, I'm afraid.
I got 2.
We gotta get a 5 or better,
4.
right? For
For
initiative.
initiative, 4 or better.
Oh, then I have 4
Nice.
successes.
I got 2.
2.
I got 2 for you blokes.
And I've got just the 1.
Lucky you, I go last. So, first,
I think it's
I guess it's me, right? Because I got 4 more.
okay, what are you gonna do?
Hit the closest ones. Just
Done. Make your roll.
waka.
If it's possible for me, oh no, I can't. I'm lost.
Okay.
Don't listen to me.
All right, so 3 successes to hit. And you're gonna do and the damage is. Hang on a second. This is where it starts to get tricky. All right, 7 damage.
Oof, overkill, massively. Yeah, this thing shatters and just legs go flying. The brain smushes, and I don't want to describe that. Everybody else, just roll your. If you're just going to roll to hit, then by all means, feel free to roll to hit.
I'm going to attempt to burden.
Difficulty 2, right? Or 2. I mean,
Okay.
or target number 7, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead and do your burden.
And
I'm going to try.
gambling conviction.
I'm going to try and maneuver myself so I'm in a position that these guys can go forward to attack, but still be covered by my ward.
Okay.
Okay, and I do have these throwing knives, so I will try. I've never tried one before. I'll try and see if I can hit something with it.
Okay. You can move your ward and do your throwing knives.
The ward is always centered on me, so it's always a 3-yard radius
Oh,
from
I
me.
thought- Okay, that's not what I originally understood. I thought it was you put it someplace. You said it, you
No,
always say it
no.
in front of you. Okay. Okay, always centered on you. Okay.
But I'll try.
So for you, it's just
Sam.
movement. That means that nobody's going to be able to hit these things unless you're moving towards them. You get
Well,
it?
and you said
Everybody?
these,
Right,
they're all
everybody-
around us, right? Like above us,
Ye-
beside us.
Yes, but now like they can't enter.
Sorry.
Well, I'm glad you didn't have to hear that. So, but since he's doing that now, these things can't enter where his ward is. So now you guys have to leave the ward in order to hit these things. Otherwise,
Couldn't
they
we-
just
They do.
can't do anything.
They do get to make a stamina roll. They get 1. They need to beat
Nope,
3
not these guys.
successes. Okay. But again, I will try and throw one of these throwing darts. Sam, is it it's strength, isn't it, for throwing weapons?
Yes.
Okay. That's
Yes. Yeah. Well, no. It's strength is the range. It's dex for actually because it's the ranged attack.
Yeah.
okay.
It's dex. Or no. Yeah.
No, it should be
I got-
dexterity.
Yeah, I missed. I got one success and then I got a 1, so I'd throw it
Oh,
wide.
so canceled out. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, can we move up to the edge of the ward and then like swing
Yes,
through it?
you can.
That's
So
why I
that's-
was trying to maneuver myself so there's room for you guys to move forward and still be
Okay.
covered.
And Kurt
So-
has one frozen. So what are you gonna do, Ken?
So that's what I would do. I'd move up to the edge of the ward, try to hit one on the side, something like that. If it's a 6 I need to succeed, I got 4 successes.
Okay. With the ward, you guys can just pick these guys off. They're completely ineffective against your ward. So that happens. All right. They're all gone. You guys destroy every one of them. You start walking further down the hallway. It opens up into, you can see that there are several science stations here. Well, engineering stations here. You walk through and you can start looking and seeing some of the things that they're making. Again, with your rolls, it's hard to tell anything that's actually happening here. Even the one that seems the easiest is just so far beyond your understanding that yeah, it's hard to make heads or tails of this thing. Like you guys, honestly, you're not even sure if you're holding the schematics the right way, no matter which way you turn them. So they're really beyond you guys. Give me a second. Just telling the kids to shut up. What do you call it? Okay, while you're in here, there is a machine that says it actually speaks to you guys. It's a box with buttons and flashing lights on it, like all sorts of manners of flashing lights. Some of them are little buttons that are flashing also, and it says, hey, you guys, watch out behind you. You guys turn, some of you turn, whatever, you keep it safe, and I can only describe it as sort of like an electromagnetic echo. It's a sickly pale bluish thing with like a white sheen over it, and almost looks like a ghost. It is actually levitating off the ground a little bit, and it's just standing there. And you can feel as it's getting a little bit closer, just kind of hovering closer. You guys can all feel the arms on your, the hairs on your arms and your hairs on your head kind of starting to stand up a little bit. Not out of fear, although there's a healthy bit of that, but there's electricity in the air.
Okay. Hammer time.
Yep.
I want to use a foresight.
Okay.
I want to move up and see what would happen if I struck it.
With what?
A metal baton.
You get electrocuted, and you're laying on the ground going, ouch.
I will choose not to do that. And I'll be like, be careful, guys. There's strong electricity running through this as I take a step back.
Excellent.
I'll take a swing at it.
I burden it for one turn.
Hold on. You guys have to go in order, and I actually have high initiative on this one. Oh, Jerry. Hi, Jerry.
Uh-oh.
It walks right. Don't do that into the. That's disgusting, dude. Like, I have headphones on. It's gonna hit you, and it does 2 points of damage to you, Jerry. It's electrified damage. You can tell, like, it goes to swing at you, and you're surprised it got so close because Shivers has his ward up. But when it gets a little bit too close, you kind of move back, and it grazes you. But it does 2 points of lethal damage to you. It's electricity.
Can he try and soak that?
I don't know. Can you soak?
Lethal? You should be able to, yeah. So, Jerry, roll your stamina.
Against a 7 target number?
6.
6.
I just got one.
So that will reduce the damage by 1.
Okay.
Soaked 1 point of damage.
Can I respond to this asshole?
Yeah, in your turn, you have to get your footing again. No, you do not soak lethal damage. Hunters do not soak lethal damage. Vampires and
Okay,
werewolves and
my bad.
eccentric can. No worries, no worries. Yeah, this one's my realm. I'm the one who's supposed to know that, so it's cool. But yeah, if we were playing vampire, you're correct. You guys would soak that. All right. What do you call it? Blah. Anyway, it does the 2 points damage to you. Who goes first? Jerry, you actually do go first, don't you?
I had
Oh, it was you.
No, it
Okay,
was me.
Conrad, go ahead.
I had 4.
Make your roll.
Yeah. All right. Does Ken? Did you tell us about
Yes, I did.
the no
I
metal?
said, watch out, this thing's electric.
Okay.
It'll zap you.
Exact words.
All right. So I'll drop the cleave would have been. I'm sorry. The torque wrench would have been destroyed anyway.
By now, yeah.
Because it's only good for the 2 rounds of combat, and I'll manifest the
Nice.
punch daggers so that they're not actual metal, and I'll go for my
All right.
schnickety schnick.
One
here.
attack or two, or are you gonna split?
No, I'll do 1 just so I can try to max out the damage. All right. Okay, 2 successes. But damage is only 3 points of damage. I'm sorry, no, 5 points of damage because it's automatically 2. Yeah.
Why was it? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's automatically 2
So-
plus whatever damage you're gonna do. Are you sure that's with if it's bear without any weapons?
Yeah, it's strength plus 2. So it's my strength,
Mhm.
which is 4 now, plus 2, automatically 2, and then I rolled
Okay.
3 successes. So
Okay,
5
cool.
altogether.
All right, so you blast this thing with a punch to its chest, and it this is considered aggravated damage, right?
Electrical, yeah, I think so.
What? No, stop. Your damage, your punch daggers, they do aggravated. Okay.
Oh
Thank you.
yes, I'm aggravated. Yes. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Cleave does aggravate.
All right,
Yep.
yeah. So you, yeah, there's nothing you can soak. It's gonna take. It actually takes a good chunk of damage. It's hurt by this. It actually moves back, and you hear it make a noise, but you hear it more inside of your brain, not even your ears, just directly in your brain, like an ooh, and you hear the echo of it. Who's next?
I think I am.
It's all you, Jer.
All right, I'm going to take a jumping leap at it. It's 7 to hit, correct?
No, 6.
6.
6, okay, I have 4 successes to hit.
Nice. Roll your damage.
So that 1, 2. We got 2 points with the cleave.
Okay. That was enough. It so not enough to kill it, but yeah, it looks like it wants to fall, but it's not a falling type. It just, oof, like this, and looks up at you guys and starts trying to stand up again. But you can see that it's just a little bit slower. Who's next?
I think I am with a 2.
Okay, go.
I'll use my pinpoint ability. Using pinpoint, let me roll perception with vision.
Yep, do your roll.
And I'll go ahead and gamble conviction again.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I keep forgetting.
Okay, so that's
Damn
1, 2, 3 successes.
Cool. You realize that in order to stop it outright, you'd have to be able to ground it somehow. You do see grounding wires. You have 1 point in tech, so you know what a anti-static discharge grounding wire is. If you wear the bracelet and whatnot, and it won't be the most effective, but it will do damage over time, basically, to it. So yeah.
So I'll kind of step back and I'll say it's some sort of, I don't know, electric wraith or something. We need to ground it. Those wires over there. And that's it.
Cool. Shivers, are you next or Kurt?
No,
be
Kurt's
me.
next. I'm on a one.
Kurt, go ahead, Kurt.
So I hammer time, burdened him. Unfortunately, only for 1 round, but he is pinned to
You
the
did
spot
get the
currently.
burning? Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, yeah. Oh, shoot. He gets a roll against that, though. Doesn't he? No, he doesn't. He does not.
No, he
gets
does
his-
not.
Yeah, he gets his roll after this, right?
Mm.
Okay. I'm remembering. Would have actually been a fun failure, though. Anyway, and Shivers, your turn.
So I don't know if I can do this. Could I grab one of these grounding wires, wrap it around one of my throwing knives, and throw it at it?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, go for it.
shiny.
Lovely. And I'll throw a point of willpower into this as well. Yes, 1 success to hit, but that's still a hit.
If you're -1 to hit, would that still count?
What? Because it's unbalanced.
Because it's extremely unbalanced. Well, not extremely, but it balances it. You'd have to throw it in a different way. You get it? You
Yeah,
can't just
then I'd miss.
overhand.
Yeah, then
Okay,
I'd
so it
miss.
would. Okay, sorry. Yeah, you just.
But I'll start prepping up to try that again next round. It looks
Yeah,
like
absolutely,
I think I'm
fantastic.
onto something. But yeah,
Back to Conrad. Oh, actually,
So does that
Go
mean
ahead.
the wires?
please just
No,
ask
go
your
ahead,
question.
Dan. All right. So even though he missed, is the wiring at least closer
Yeah,
to the
There's
wraith
multiple of these wires.
that I can like pick it up and try and?
Jerry,
Oh,
he
okay.
does not like you. You're going to take 1 more point of damage as he swipes against you. But your weapon is disintegrated now, so you could just form it out of thin air, or you can grab another. There's all sorts of things.
That one was formed out of thin air.
Huh? Your
That was-
energy, your
That
cleave.
was my energy. That was formed out of thin air.
Oh, okay, good. Never mind then. It's still there. Yeah, I thought. Oh, that's right. You always manifest it in the form of a monkey wrench. I heard you say
Yeah.
monkey wrench, and okay, we're good. So yeah, you're going back for another swing, and it helps. It just scrapes your elbow. You take a lousy point of damage.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the wiring and like try to grapple the wraith with it, like to
Make a
tie him
okay.
up.
How do we do a wrestling roll? This is something I'm not familiar with. Shivers.
wrestling roll. It's an opposed strength and brawl roll, isn't it, Sam?
Is
Yes.
it brawl? Okay,
Yeah.
wow, easy enough.
Yeah,
Strength and
technically.
brawl, and
Right, so
whoever gets the most successes has, obviously if the defender wins, then they escape. If the attacker wins, then you've got a hold on it.
Shoot.
Okay, so it's just my brawl and strength versus his strong.
Listen,
his
get
brawl
one
and strength.
success and you
Okay.
pass. I did not roll stats for this thing, and I don't think that's actually built for that. So go ahead. Just make one success.
All right, I got 6. Yeah, I got 6.
That does
I
it.
made 6
Okay, so
successes,
you are going to take 3 points of damage while this is happening. You're actually currently being electrocuted while this is happening. But
Ow.
now, but I do have armor on.
what kind of armor?
that
Anti-electrical armor?
reduces it by
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
armor doesn't protect
affect it.
against electric.
true.
Yeah, sorry.
You got rubber shoes?
Electric. Okay. All right.
Even
I
then,
got Jordans
yeah.
on.
I'm so good.
Ooh. Okay. Well, I'm back down to wounded.
Okay, not a
Yikes.
problem. Well, not for me at least. So yeah, you take that damage, you're like, "Ah!" like this. You actually see his teeth turn blue, his hair, shoots up. That that hat would keep some of his hair down, but yeah, actually goes to like full attention and starts arcing his back backwards in a very unnaturally way. But he's got the damn thing on, and this thing just starts screaming, and your guys' minds, like you all actually have a very minor migraine by the time that this thing just completely disappears, but it's gone at this point, one with the earth, as it were.
I imagine I instinctively cover my ears and just go, "What the hell?"
Right? And it doesn't seem to help. Yeah, because it's right into your freaking brains. All right.
So, so Chris is a little bit charred,
Yeah.
and smoky.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
some-
you're
Hey,
Go ahead.
Bill, I have a quick question. Would we, if we had high enough tech, could we have trapped it in a capacitor? Would that have worked?
that would have to be a
If we could have found
huge
a large enough
capacitor, dude.
capacitor.
Yeah.
We need a Faraday cage.
Okay.
we need a proton pack.
A Faraday cage would keep you safe from it. Yeah, if you were inside, it was out, or vice versa.
We need a proton pack.
Proton.
Because I. Why does it smell like barbecue?
You know
dog
why.
hair? Oh, that's me.
Well, speaking of dogs, there was so many guard dogs around, as it were. This must be something very important down here. Very important.
Yeah, hopefully there's not any more of those.
But there is a talking computer over there.
That's right.
Yes.
I don't trust them mammoth machines.
The ghost in the machine.
Oh,
It did warn us, though.
that's true.
Hello?
Hey, I'm glad to see you guys aren't, dead.
Do you have a name?
Yeah, Blinky.
Hi, Blinky.
Good afternoon.
So,
I like it. I like it. Sorry.
what are you guys doing here? You're not actually supposed to be here. Not that I mind.
Wait, who's supposed to be here?
Oh, just those mage types.
Me?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
mages?
Wizards.
Like David Copperfield.
That's-
mage?
He's not a
Like
mage.
Gandalf
Get
of
over
Wizards?
yourself.
Like
He's certainly not a witch.
He's an illusion.
He does hedge magic.
Like Gandalf? Is that?
like Willow?
Oh my god.
Oh shit!
Anyone else?
No, I'm done.
Is there anyone else down here besides us?
No. Well, I mean, there's the defenses, but yeah, no, you're the only living, breathing things down here. The mages are almost never here.
Any way to turn the defenses off?
No, you can kill them.
Oh, we know.
So when
Are there more of those wraith things?
I don't know. I can't really tell the difference between them. I will say I've never seen two of them in the same room at the same time. I also don't get to
So
just
when-
walk around, so it's really only when things come in here.
did these mages used to be here more often?
Long time ago, yeah. Now they just kind of use this place as like a pit stopover when they have something specific they're trying to do, whatever.
Oh, what are they trying to do?
I don't know.
Have you seen this man here before?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember him.
Do you know where he would be now? Or do you know what happened
No.
to him?
I really only have access to this room. I know they brought him down here for something. They were talking about using the oh, for crying out loud, I've got it written down. Blah, 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 blah. The resonance cage. Yeah, I know they were talking about bringing him to the resonance cage. It's down here someplace.
Right.
Do you know what that does?
No. But I do know he didn't come out the same way that he went in. It almost looked like they drained his brain or something.
They do a lot of that.
You'd figure, right?
Speaking
How
of
long ago
brains,
was this?
You said you haven't seen that many people who are alive. Have you seen some people come through here who weren't alive?
Well, I mean, like all the defenses and whatnot. And as far as how long ago, I don't know, a couple months ago, maybe a couple of years ago. I don't know. Not really a machine that's supposed to keep time. Would you believe they didn't install me with a clock? Then again, it makes sense. You know, go figure. When they built me, they used to use hourglasses.
Ew.
I can't believe I just did that. This thing has no hands.
Maybe the blinking lights made like an image of
That would be
in the
pretty
shape of an
cool. But no,
hourglass.
it's not. It's not. that way.
When they made you, they were using hourglasses, and you're a computer.
You're scaring me. That guy scares me. Like, yeah. Anyway,
So where exactly is the resonance cage? Or could you point us in the direction?
I don't have fingers. How do you want me to point? Continue the way
Well,
you
can
were
you tell-
going. It's someplace that way. Unless they moved it. I don't know.
The pointing part was a figure of speech.
he's like it's
Articulate in the best way possible for yourself, for within the limits of your parameters.
Okay. Within the limits of my parameters. You came in through one door, and then there's this room, and then there's one more door.
Thank
Within the limits of your parameters, where do you think it might be? Darn.
Computer with sass.
he's like
Take a deep
here's a-
breath. Man, well, that's two dumbasses.
Speaking of doors, do you know anything about a door that goes someplace other than space, other than a location, other than a distance?
Other than a distance, I'm not. What? I think you just fried my circuits. I might have popped a transistor on that one. Jeez. No, I have no idea what these guys do. So I'm literally just here to do calculations for these guys, and they are effing boring.
What sort of things do they have you calculating?
So, and he starts explaining it, and you have no clue what he's talking about.
Okay.
The guy who's
Yes,
actually played Mage the Ascension before is very pleased with that answer. I know I done well.
Is there a way to transfer you to remove you from this room?
Yeah, would you like to come with us?
Actually,
Like if we downloaded your whatever into a laptop, you could be removed from the room.
so
Or
I don't
so
actually have any.
if there's some kind of
ports,
storage device.
So I know
you
the
like
things
one?
that you're talking about, but I don't know how that would happen. And mind you, the technology that I'm built with leans a lot more towards what you would call the occult.
You know, I'm pretty knowledgeable on the occult and computers. Maybe we could make something happen.
Well, if you're able to, and he starts talking in a language you don't understand, then I'm sure you'd be able to do that. Do you think you could do that?
I mean, I could try. Can I use a foresight to try?
He said,
You could only predict something that's like one round in the future, right?
True. Only, yeah,
Yeah.
not like 10 minutes.
he's like, you have to use a zip drive and install it in like
3 1/4 inch floppies.
Yep.
I download him onto my watch.
Nice.
He still has a face.
Nice.
Do you have a watch where you can download stuff on?
In present day, yes. In 2012, probably not.
Yeah, that's right. Good point.
Yeah, I was thinking if we could laptops were around then.
Yeah,
'cause
they were.
but we could put them on a laptop or a USB stick or something, but he has no ports.
That long ago.
Okay, so
Um,
I'm eager to move on because I want to see what this thing is, what they've done to my employer. So I'll be pushing
So
forward.
can Chivers? I know Chivers can't heal the acid damage and I still suffer, can he heal the electrical
you can.
damage?
I can have a go. It'll cost me 2 conviction to do it.
Yeah, because you can
Um,
heal lethal, right?
I can heal lethal. Yeah, I can heal. I can heal both bashing and lethal on other people. Cost me 1 conviction to heal that bashing, 2 for lethal, and it's
We can soak bashing, not lethal.
yeah.
If you would be so kind,
The,
sir.
I can heal it, but you're wounded, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay,
wounded.
so I can heal it. It will heal in a day.
Was the
That's how long
elevator?
it takes me.
Bill, was the elevator was lethal also?
The elevator was what?
Yes. Yeah, it's electricity, so it would have been lethal.
Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, but he can only heal 1 person.
I know. I was just
Okay.
sure I was on my health chart correctly.
Nice.
Yeah, bashing damage heals within 10 minutes, but lethal damage, depending on what your lowest wound level is, affects how long it takes. That's the same for me when I do it, because mine does it naturally, but when I have to spend conviction and put my hands on you to transfer the energy, if you like. So you get this kind of silvered wash over you as I lay my hands on you and give you a back rub. No.
Really, Chivers?
I'm not that kind of valet.
I was gonna say, you leave a mint on my pillow afterwards, and
Tissue, sir?
But let's move on.
moist toilet.
What?
Okay,
I'll
All right,
prepare
so
the PJ for
make
you,
sure. So, Kenneth, you still have 2 more uses of your foresight
Yeah.
left. So, can you let us know if there's another wraith in the next room?
Sure. I will use a foresight to open the next door.
Yeah, you see, it looks like 2 zombies in the next room, and you walk in and they don't notice you.
All right. I will not open the door. I will say it looks like there's 2 deadheads in the next room. I'm not sure if they're paying attention, but just beware.
I will be approaching the door. This is the closest this is the closest, the most amount of information I've been able to find in my time here as to what's happened to my employer. I'm determined to go through the door, so I will walk through.
I'll go with him.
Follow.
Yeah, I'll go with it, but I'm getting banged up pretty good.
Are you? You took 1 point of damage.
No, I've taken 4.
Oh, you got hit before. That's right. Duh. Yeah, you did get jacked up a little bit. But that was just bashing. No, that was also lethal. Holy crap. Yeah, wow, you really got banged up. Be careful, man. Jeez. Okay, so what are you guys going to do now?
Sounds like Chivers was leading the charge through the door.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good, Shivers. What are you going to do?
I will walk into the room and see what I can see. If these whereabouts are these 2 animated corpses?
They're just kind of positioned randomly. And you see a chair with a cage around it. They're kind of standing on either side of it, literally front and back, not left and right. And they're just kind of standing there and wobbling a little bit. And there's some motion there, but it's not a lot. They're just kind of almost like they're asleep.
Do I recognize
and
either of them?
they have no craniums.
Does either of them look familiar to me?
No.
Okay.
And their skin is really grayed, rotten.
Completely headless or just capped?
Just capped.
Okay.
With brains exposed?
No brains.
No brains.
Removed.
Of course,
They've
there
been
are.
put to other purpose.
Okay. I'm determined to hit something with one of these daggers, so I will draw one of my daggers. If we're still in the same scene, then my ward is still up, but I will throw a dagger at one of these things.
Okay, make a roll. For each shot.
And I'll throw a willpower into it as well, because I've got to try. Oh, there we go. 4 successes.
Nice. I'll
5
give you,
with the willpower. 5 with the
Okay.
willpower.
Nice.
I'll give you 6 because they're non-moving targets. So go ahead and make
Thank you.
do your damage.
So it's thrown weapon, Sam. It's my successes add to my damage dice as well, don't they? For thrown
Yeah,
weapon?
because it's a ranged attack. Yeah.
Cool. So it's throwing daggers to strength +1. So that's 4 successes. So that's going to be. Oof. Three. Yeah, not great. 3 lethal.
Okay, it's not bad. I mean, totally botched that as far as I'm concerned, but sure.
With the dice
All right.
with the dice that I had, I could have done a lot better. I should have done a lot better. But yeah.
Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. It takes the hit. The dagger sticks out of its shoulder, and it just below the shoulder, and then it kind of turns towards you, and the other one kind of like wakes up a little bit, turns, and they both start walking towards the door, towards the party, arms out. Oh, come on.
Burns.
Yes,
Send
Aaron,
more
Yeah.
they're
cops.
sorely lacking. You guys can keep your same initiative. I will roll their
Okay.
initiatives.
Send more paramedics. Sorry.
Right? That was from the Return.
Return of the
right?
Living Dead.
That's,
Return of the Living Dead.
was there ever a zombie movie out of character? Obviously, was there ever a zombie movie where somebody says, "If I remember the zombie guy and his girlfriend still alive, but when he was a zombie, and they're in the room, and he says something like, if you loved me, you'd let me eat your brains."
That is,
Yeah, that's
That
Return
is-
of
yeah.
the Living
movie?
Dead.
yeah.
Yeah. It's when is it Freddy comes back in the chapel in the what do you call it, in the morgue.
In the
Yeah,
morgue. Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember saying that to somebody, and they were a big vampire or zombie movie buff, and they're just like, "No, that's never happened in a zombie movie." I was like, maybe I manufactured the memory. I don't know, but
No, it is in there.
yeah, go figure. I
No.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because later on he goes, "Your brain smells so
Yeah.
good, so spicy.
You know what?
Yeah, I remember that being the silly one.
If you loved me, you'd let me just eat your brain."
See,
Oh my God, that was Wow. Okay, thank you for the valediction on that. Anyway,
Right.
okay, so Chris, you're rolling on a 4, right? Your initiative's on a 4.
Yeah,
you
I'm-
can go
I'm a
before
4. Yep.
before one of these guys go.
Okay, the I will attack the one that Chivers already threw his
Okay.
knife at. Then,
Okay, good.
all right, and I'm gonna gamble some conviction so I can get some back. All right. Chugga.
I'm gonna bet it
My
all.
ward is still up as far as I'm aware, as far as I know.
All right,
So
so
they which has got strength of 3, so they need
All right,
to beat
so
3 successes
6.
on a stamina roll to get through.
Cool. Thank you.
all right, this is gonna potentially hurt.
Hopefully them more than you.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Jerry, you're gonna run up and bash one of them also?
All right.
might as well.
Okay.
All right, 7 aggravated damage.
Okay. Holy crap.
Mm.
Okay, he doesn't get to go. You absolutely eviscerate this thing. Like one of the arms falls off, the head falls off, and it just kind of stands there and teeters and then falls to the right, the direction that or to the left, the direction that you were swinging. Holy crap. Well, you just saved Jerry from getting hit. Jerry, I think it's your turn. There's one left.
2 to hit,
Okay.
3 to damage.
Nice. Shut up.
Tell my kids that too.
Shut up. Okay, shoot. And who's next then? 3 points of damage to this guy.
DRB.
Okay. He's telling them to shut up. Ken, you're next, right?
Sure, I'll try to hit it with my baton.
Okay.
And what the heck, I'll spend a willpower. That doesn't look very good. That is just the one success from the willpower.
A good thing you did that. And you'll get any conviction back. Actually, you can't spend conviction on a regular attack, right?
Exactly. It was
Okay,
just the
never mind.
willpower.
No worries. Kurt, what are you doing?
You know what? It's worked so far. Hammer time.
Burning.
I'm going to burn a little conviction to get it all back as well. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, what are you gonna do, Shivers? Not gonna do anything? Can't hear you. You might be
Shivers?
muted. Looks like you're muted.
Yeah, I was. Sorry,
There
buddy. Yeah, I will try again. I've got some more of these daggers left, so I'll try another one.
He's not going anywhere, so
Machete, machete, machete.
No, wide. It hits the wall. Well, hits
That was one
something.
of your daggers?
Yeah.
No worries. What do you call it? Ken, as you hit the thing, what do you call it? You hit him like right across the neck with your baton. In reaction, it looked like it was actually trying to go for Kurt, but he can't get close to him. And then in rage, he just kind of looks at you after you hit him, and he just bam backhands you. You're enough in the shield that you only take 1 point of bashing damage, but yeah, you can tell this thing's actually pretty strong.
So since it's bashing, I can soak that, correct?
Yes, you may.
yep.
All right. So I'll
You
roll
may
my stamina.
attempt.
Stamina, that's one success.
Fantastic. No damage. He's just like, yo, I ate that. I ate that.
I'm thick, I can take it.
Just kind of, but he kind of.
It's like a blob.
Oh my God. Okay. Back to the top of the order, Chris.
All right. I'm going to spend another conviction. So I can get it back. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be another potentially painful. So 5 successes.
Just roll
Where's
it.
my thing at? Oh,
It just dies.
I know. Sorry.
Do you hit or not? Okay. Tell me the damage,
Yes.
please.
I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm doing the damage now. Hold on. Okay. This one's only 6 this time. 6 damage.
All right. I got to send tougher things for you. I don't know what the hell you're doing, but okay. You just killed another one of these things.
Having a 4 strength
Yeah,
is pretty
apparently.
good.
Interesting.
Um,
Okay. Yeah, these things are done. You guys are looking at this cage. This is probably what the guy was talking about, what Blinky was talking about. It looks like you would strap somebody down here and then you're not sure what they would do afterwards. Yeah, there's still another hall to go down, or you can, I don't know, there's nothing really in here. Actually, there is. So there's
Can I attempt to make a roll to figure it out? I mean, I've got science of 2, technology of 1, and intelligence of 4 to try and figure out what the cage might do.
go ahead, make your roll.
Same.
Okay.
Okay. Throwing dice on the floor. That's going to be 4 successes.
Okay. And Ken? You were doing it at
Let's
the
see.
same time?
1, 2, 3 successes.
Okay. So a total of 7. That's pretty good. So you know exactly how this thing works, how you set it up, but you don't really have any idea of how it or what it
What
does
its purpose is.
per se.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can tell that you sit him down, strap him down. You put the headrest, helmet kind of thing on top of him, and da 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 da. However, I will say that by you doing this, you're able to see that there are other pieces that could be used in addition to this, or one of them actually on its own. There is this device, and it seems to actually go in your spine. Medical to attach it, but by doing this, it will actually give you +1 to intelligence-based rolls, all of them. But it seems like it's going to shock you for 1 point of lethal on a botch. Would anybody like it? I do not give magical items often.
I'll take it. I've got medical skill.
So you're going to put
I'll
on
it
yourself?
in my hamper. I will put it in my pocket for now.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to give you the. Hopefully you can. There. Hopefully you can copy paste from the chat, the private
Yep.
chat. There you go.
I will do that now.
And that is something that you now have. But it
Fantastic.
has to be attached to your spine or to somebody's spine.
Gotcha.
Maybe wait until Kurt's asleep and just.
Hang on a second now.
Like a lumbar puncture, just a little higher.
Yeah.
He's
It'll
like,
be fine.
Hurt when he's
first we
It's
teabag
fine.
him. And
You'll
I'll
be
give you a
fine.
massage
Or
at the
not.
same time. You're okay.
yeah.
I'll heal you for the damage. Don't worry.
Just think how smart you'll be.
All right. Attach it really low and he'll be a smart ass. Okay. Took you a moment.
It did.
You guys go into the next room. In this next room, you see this is actually, it's almost like a chamber of horrors, but for Dr. Frankenstein. There's actually this big, it looks like it's a golem. You're not sure exactly what it's made of. That's not skin. But it kind of looks like skin. It's shaped like skin for sure. And it's attached, leaning up against the wall in an incline. There's machines all around it and things plugged into it. Its eyes are closed, but yeah. You see a box that looks like it's a safe, but it doesn't look like there's a regular dial on it. It just looks like a regular box, and it's on top of a table, and it's the oddest thing. And then machines all around it, all around the walls, everywhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this some sort of Frankenstein, guys?
I suggest we don't wake it up.
I second that. Are there any other exits? Is this the end of the line, or is there another way through?
Other doors.
No other doors. Okay. So this electrical equipment that's all around, is it running, or is it just like it looks like it's stored like some of the other stuff was?
It's exactly like the other stuff, but that means that it is in fact running, but it's not. So it's passively active.
Mm.
Okay. Again, as I've been saying, as we've been travelling through, I'm sure you don't need me to remind you that I am looking for anything that belonged to the professor.
And,
Um,
and the professor's not Frankenstein, right? Just to just to
No,
get rid of
this
him as a
thing, it's
possibility.
like 9 feet tall, and yeah, it's a monster.
whatever these
Okay, let
people
us
are
not
doing
wake the
here
beast.
is abominable.
Just figured I'd get rid of that as a possibility. You know, maybe they turned him into a Frankenstein. I was like, oh, this sucks.
It does. I'm out of a job.
So a little light investigation in the room, looking for likely clues.
Sure. make
Is
a
the
roll.
creature like Bill? Is
Hmm.
the creature like bound to the table that it's leaning on at all, or
I'll say there's a single strap over top of it. It doesn't look anything particularly impressive considering its mass.
gotcha?
Mhm.
It's just more of keeping it on the table so it doesn't slide off onto the floor, kind
Yeah,
of thing.
in case an earthquake or something. Because, we get so many earthquakes in Jersey.
Yeah, no, I'm not finding anything.
There's not much to find as it is, but it looks like this box is, like I said, a safe of some sort. You have to figure out some kind of a way to open it, though. It doesn't look like there's any doors, anything.
And you said it's surrounded by electronic equipment.
Well, the machines are all around the walls, but in and of itself, it's just this box. It's kind of oblong, but they're rounded edges. You get it? 4 rounded edges.
But it doesn't look like we could just pick it up and walk off with it, correct?
No. If you'd like, you could spend a discern and see if you can. I don't know what that means. You're doing
My
discern.
Yeah, I
glasses.
think-
The
Yeah,
glasses.
your discern. It looks. There's something unnatural about this thing. Plainly, unnaturally, otherworldly.
Otherworldly.
Does it look like
you
it's?
guys
Does it look like it's a puzzle box? Is there a puzzle?
That's
to
what I
solve to
was
open
wondering.
it?
That's a possibility. I have my lament configuration. If you want to mess with that.
That is a toy not to be played with.
Exactly.
So just for the sake of experimentation, like I'll go to reach my hand out towards the box.
First off,
and
that's
look
what
at
all the girls say, but I think it's more than that.
the-
For the
but
sake
I
of
wanna keep-
experimentation, you reach out without actually touching it, and nothing happens per se, but it does seem to hum a little bit.
And I want to keep an eye on Frankenstein to see if he's any movement as I'm getting closer to the box.
No movement.
Okay. So this is going to be a shit or get off the pot moment, boys.
Okay. I'll keep my eyes on the golem or
Monster?
whatever it is.
Sure.
Yeah. Just in case I have to freeze it on the spot for some reason.
What would you use for? I don't have enigmas. Enigmas. You'd want something like enigmas for this if it's like a puzzle box.
Can you guys use your technology to see if there's a way to make sure Frank stays turned off, or a way to maybe short him out? Does he have neck bolts? I don't know, anything like that.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to use my pinpoint on Frankenstein, see if as a creature it gives
Make a
me
roll.
any sort of insight on him.
Make a roll while you're talking.
Excellent. Perception with vision.
Just spitballing here.
All right, so let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Nice. Very
Nice.
nice.
Okay. You are positive that the way to hurt this thing is fire, purified water, and electricity.
I'll relay that to the group.
Okay.
If you got your
Purified
torches and your
water, right.
pitchforks.
Indeed, yes.
Are there any? Well, obviously the room's filled with machines. Could you use another foresight? See if we yank some of the cables, the live wires out, and try to electrocute it. If that'll.
I have one
if
left.
that'll-
So,
Okay.
I
Or
mean,
do you want to use that on the box? Like if we try to move the box.
I mean, I don't have a strong feeling towards any of those, so I'm willing to use a tactical decision that the party implies.
So you want to spend one of your remaining 2 things?
Oh
Foresights?
no, I'm just down to 1 foresight now. So
What was
I'm,
your last foresight spent on?
I think the last one was opening the door to this room.
No,
You
no, you
didn't-
just pinpointed.
Nobody
it, yeah.
spent anything on this one.
It was. Yeah. I was gonna
Oh,
say it
you're
was to
right,
see
because
if there
that was the
another
zombie
way.
door I used it on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
should have 2 left.
Okay, sure. I'll go ahead and use a foresight to see what happens if I start trying to configure this box.
Touching causes it to hum really loudly, and then the eyes of the golem open.
Mhm.
I will, 1, not do that. And then 2, be like, well, if we touch the box, the golem's going to wake up. For better or worse.
Somehow I think worse.
But I also believe that there may be valuable intelligence to be gleaned from whatever's inside this box.
Yeah, I don't know if we could control the golem with this box, or if we touch it, he decides to rip our arms off.
He might be a Wookiee. Let the
I'll-
Wookiee win.
I'll scan around for a holographic chessboard. We've come this far. It
What
would
about my
be
other suggestion?
to
what, ripping out the wires and electrocuting the golem?
Yeah, live because he
think that might
said
piss him
fire,
off.
purified water, and electricity. Absolutely, definitely damage it.
He looks pretty beefy, though. Maybe a beef.
'Cause the only other thing, the only other thing I can think is I was gonna say the only other option I can think of is I go and stand on both sides of his skull, and then activate cleave to jam him into his brain together while he's not moving, to try and do like a coup d'état
Ooh.
or
Jerry could join you on that one.
Mhm.
That could work.
well, I don't. Unless it doesn't really need its brain to animate.
Either
Since
way,
we saw
I
the
think
zombies didn't either.
Ken, do you want to see what that'll do?
Sure. I'll have you guys move into position, but not do it yet. And then I will activate foresight.
You see Conrad climb on top of the thing. It doesn't wake up. Gets ready, looks back. Jerry is ready. Did Derek fall asleep? Yeah. Oh, hi. Hi.
Just as I'm about to get killed, you can't sleep yet. I'm gonna get killed here in a minute.
So Jerry, or what do you call it? Conrad turns on his punch daggers on the temples, and what do you call it? Jerry has his monkey wrench just kind of form inside of its chest, well, belly. Like Chris is still kind of big, and the thing, what do you call it? shudders really hard and the eyes open and kind of glaze over a bit. And that's all you're able to see. And then the vision.
I'll relay that and say, well, it has some merit. I don't know if it's just a win or if it's
Not sure if it's the kill shot or not.
or if it's a good start. In the meantime, let me start putting some kindling at his feet.
Yeah, if anybody's got like survival, I guess they could try to. You got dots in survival, but
I mean, after what happened in that attic, I bring like a lighter, matches,
Yeah.
and a torch. So
Be prepared. Dip, dip, dip.
yeah, I'm trying to think what else in the room might actually be flammable. That would be used
Note to
in
self:
like.
keep
Well,
some
I don't have
bottles of
technology.
keep some vials of holy water with me. That's what I need.
You have holy water with you?
No, I was just saying. Note to
Do you
self:
have-
add
do you have
that
regular
to my
water
kit.
with you?
Of course, sir.
I
Would
mean,
you like
if you were to lay,
sparkling or still?
I mean, if we put a puddle down, you could electrify the puddle.
Yes, but the important question is: would you like sparkling or still?
All's the electrifying a puddle, just for heads up, you guys who have tech know that's just going to conduct it. It's not going to cause it to be
Yeah.
more electrical. Yeah, it's not a power amplifier or anything.
Is there a way for me to stand to do the coup d'etat thing without being on top of its chest, like from behind?
No, it's
Okay.
impossible the way that it is.
Okay.
Well,
Because I was going to
I
say
think-
maybe we could try and do both. Like I can do the thing at his skull. Jerry
Hey,
does the thing in his chest, and then somebody is at his feet with live wire. So we all hit him at pretty much the
Could-
same time.
could we go back to the previous room, get some of the straps related to the cage, maybe kind of chain him up a little bit?
Maybe.
I think we're thinking about this too much. I think we've got the start of a plan. There's stuff in here that can conduct electricity if we need to rip it out of the wall. I think we go with what Conrad and Jerry have sort of suggested. They prep themselves. We try and move this thing and see what happens.
Okay, sure.
Agreed.
I move away from this thing and light my torch.
Yeah, so Kurt and Ken definitely come back with inside the ward. I will try and move. I don't mind trying to move the safe itself or the box.
All right,
Okay.
let's
And
So
So
is
you-
this what you want to do? Yes or no?
that's my suggestion. It's up to the rest of you if you.
Let's do
Am
it.
I going to need to roll to hit with it being immobile or just damage?
You don't have to roll to hit. It's automatic, and you're automatically going to do max damage.
Oh,
Both you and Jer.
Let's do it.
all right. So max damage without rolling extras to hit is 6.
Done. Yeah. Okay. And Jerry, same thing. Maximum 6.
Yeah.
I don't think his strength is that high.
No, my 4. I was
Your
trying
strength
Oh,
is
it is
also
4?
4.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. So you guys both do. So you said max damage is 6. So you do 12 points of damage.
That's a lot of damage at once.
Yeah, this thing it completely freaks out. It does exactly like whatever, but then its eyes open up and it's like face to face with Conrad, and its arms reach up and grab you on either side. It is unbelievably strong, and you know that this thing is going to crush your ribs in a heartbeat. Everybody, same initiative order, and it goes first.
Oh, sorry, buddy. This might sting.
1, 2, and 3. So it's shoot. Holy crap! You really got lucky, believe it or not. You're gonna take 6 points of damage.
What kind of damage?
Crushing damage.
So bashing.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can at least soak it.
Holy crap! Yeah, 2 botches took away from more damage, and then on the damage itself, I rolled 2 zeros, but that doesn't mean anything when you're rolling damage. That's just a hit as a hit, right? For damage, right?
Yeah, unless you've got specialization, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, yes, he has specialization, but what I'm saying is, so he didn't roll the zeros for or for hitting. He rolled the zeros for damage. So does that mean anything? I can explode the dice?
No,
It
you can't
depends.
explode damage.
Oh, can you not? I thought you could. I thought you could take damage as a specialization.
If,
strength.
you could take it off of strength if he has the specialization, but normally you can't.
Okay.
Well, he has
Okay.
the specialization specifically in grappling.
Well, then technically he would
So they
explode
blow up?
then.
Holy
Yep.
shit. So that's rolling extra dice. And it exploded. One of them exploded again. So if I rolled a 4, what does that do? It's just 1 extra damage?
No, that wouldn't be anything. Just damage is 6
you
or more.
need-
Yeah.
Yeah, you still need to get a 6.
Yeah, okay. Well, still. I just exploded again.
Oh dear.
Okay, you're going to take 4 more points. So you're going to take a total of 10 bashing damage.
Oh,
mine-
crud.
Yeah.
All right, so -3 because of the armor, and then
Okay.
another three off for soaking. So
What kind of
4
armor is it again?
It's Kevlar. It's a Kevlar vest.
Yeah, it's a Kevlar vest, so that means it's plates. So this is going to be good against projectiles or, actual bashing. But this is crushing damage he's doing. He's not even swinging at you. His hands are on you, and he's just crushing. You can try to soak.
All right. Well, it's still -3 from the soaking, so 7 bash.
Yeah.
So I'm unconscious or incapacitated.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh dear. Man down. Man down.
Yeah, man down.
My
All right.
turn.
Yeah, Jerry, it's your turn.
All right. It was 3 to hit. I got 4 damage on him.
Okay. Oh, crap. Okay. He's going to release a bolt, and this is automatic when he dies, unfortunately. And all of you guys were right there, or at least close enough. He releases an arc of electricity. It's an automatic hit. Shit. Okay. 3 points of lethal damage to everybody in the room, and the 2 Avengers who were actually touching him are going to take an extra 2 damage of lethal.
Oh, you think I've taken 2 beyond my maximum.
Okay, so you are down. You are unconscious. Chris, Conrad, you are beyond unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
unconscious.
guys are down.
We've got a bona fide medical emergency here, chaps. We've got to get these fellas moving.
Yeah.
Can I try and make a mid?
Conrad actually has crushed ribs right now. So what do you want to do, Shivers?
Can I? Yes, I've got 2 dots in medicine. Can I try and stabilize him at least?
Absolutely, and he's going to need it.
I'm too
Oh,
fast.
stream's gone a bit funny for me.
Yeah, that's weird. Yes.
Sorry, I lost the stream for a minute there.
Yes, do it. Do your stabilize him.
Do a roll. Lovely. What am I doing? So intelligence and medicine.
Yes. Yeah, and Chris, you're Conrad. You're negative what?
6. I will throw a willpower in this as well.
I don't think he's going to be able to help me. 1, 2,
You're
3,
negative
4,
what?
5, 6. I'm -5.
Okay. So
that's-
Shivers,
Whoa.
you're going to need to make 5 successes.
Oh boy.
You want to throw in a point of willpower?
I got 4.
Yeah, Shivers, do you want to throw in 1 willpower?
I did. That's with the willpower. Oh no, hang on. No, sorry. You're right. 5 with the willpower.
Okay. You are stabilized, Conrad.
Ooh.
Jerry needs it also, and you need to get 2 successes on him. So go ahead and make your roll.
Okay. And again, burn a willpower. That's better with the willpower. Nice. That's 6 with the willpower.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
so-
God for your medical training, Shivers.
Yeah.
Where's
Yeah,
where's
big time.
it?
So they're both still unconscious. You're able to do your healing ability though on Jerry. You already did one on Conrad for today, but
Mhm.
you could do it on Jerry today, right?
Yes, and if I do that, my ward will go down because that'll tap me out of conviction.
Yeah.
Because I have to spend 2 points. But yes,
So
what's
go ahead.
your lowest level? So you're incapacitated, oosh, but that's still going to be.
I'm 2 past incapacitated.
Yeah. It's going to be what?
Well, incapacitated with my healing is still 3 weeks.
Okay. That's going to be fun.
As
So,
opposed to months if you didn't have it. So
so mages.
yeah.
Yeah.
Effing mages, huh?
Do we still
Mhm.
want to mess with this box, guys?
Well, the box actually opens now.
Oh,
Yeah, and now it looks like it's actually a silver platter, and the fetish is right there. It was
He's
worth
like, yeah,
these 2.
Take that, and the silver,
he's like on the silver platter.
and I'll
is
take
a
the silver
sign.
platter as well, and I'm taking the silver platter as well. Yeah,
Take
I'm
it.
There's a
keeping the
little-
silver platter.
There's a little note that says, "Don't."
I'm
mess
writing
with the
that shit on my
golem."
sheet right now.
Don't mess with the golem. Just tap it twice and it'll open. Don't mess with the golem.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
so
Make
I
sure
think
don't-
what we're gonna need to do is put Conrad between Kurt and I's shoulders, and Jerry between Chivers and my shoulders, and then we're gonna have to drunk walk him out.
I see where you're going there.
Mhm.
It's probably the only way we can do it.
Oof.
Yep.
Maybe the golem will carry me out.
I mean,
The
definitely will
golem is
take you
dead.
out.
Yeah.
That was hairy.
Strong enough.
Holy crap. Okay.
Do
Anyway,
we
you
wanna-
can't
do
take
we-
the silver
do we
platter,
wanna-
just so we're clear. It is a part of the table, basically.
Okay. Fair enough.
And then we need to get these guys
Uh,
to the hospital.
Yes. Do we want to torch this place on our way out?
I've already got
I'm
the
not sure
lit
about you,
torch.
gent- I don't know about you, gentlemen, but I don't feel like anything good has come out of this place, and I feel like we
I'll
should-
toss the torch
ensure
on the
that no
computer
one-
panel.
Yeah, we don't get a say because we're unconscious.
Yeah. Okay. You guys actually want to, like, there's no gasoline. I mean, you're just touching things with fire. Like, there's scorch marks. Some things will catch on fire, but they're isolated enough.
Okay.
And,
We
yeah.
know where this
If we
place
really
is.
need to, we can
know how
always
to
come
get-
back here.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's get our friends out and get them seen to first.
I mean,
All right.
maybe this fire will start an electrical fire. We'll see.
So you guys are able to get back to the car. There are people looking at you guys. What do you call it? Somebody points to one of the security guards and is like, like, hey, what's going on? And they're just like, what the heck? And they start like, calling and whatnot. And you guys are able to get back to the car on time and drive away and get the F out of Dodge or Edison, however you want to look at it.
Yeah.
You guys get back home. It's a good old Asbury.
Bring them to the hospital. They fell down the stairs.
That's fine. Yeah, you could bring them to, I don't know, there's Monmouth Medical Center or Jersey Shore Medical Center. Either way. I heard somebody take a breath like you wanted to talk? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take it as a no. And the other 3, you guys get back home and you're resting, and yeah, everybody's hurt. Everybody's beaten up really bad. What do you call it? As you get back to the your hotel, Shivers, as you're dozing off, you hear probably that bum again. In Plymouth town there lives a maid. Mark well what I do say. In Plymouth town there lives a maid. My love for her will never fade. And that is the end of this mission.